I think the void is going to be like emo.
So you. Oh.
What is it?
Emo.
Oh.
I highly considered bringing several emo masks, but
Why are you pointing it at me?
Because you're gonna say what's going on.
Never have that as a consideration, but
Actually,
instead
no.
as
I'm
an
not the one who
inevitability.
called this meeting.
Oh yeah.
You're right.
Hey,
Just
you.
bring them. Just have them in your
Okay.
car.
Do the intro.
it's...
I do cut off my entire face.
No, do the intro.
I'll be right back.
It sounds about right. Yeah.
Wait.
The meeting of the Cosmic Council.
I like that. Good
It's
alliteration.
coming to fruition. We'll see what they all think.
I'm participating.
Yes, you are.
I'm not a cosmic being. I don't know why I'm here.
You're here as a representative of the town entity.
I'm the manifestation of literal annihilation. Of
That is
non-existence.
not what you're gonna be talking like.
I don't know. I could be a New Yorker if I really wanted to get.
Order, it's a pleasure.
Ah.
That actually
Hey,
makes
Philip.
sense.
Yeah, we'll see.
Nice to see you,
And with
Philip.
the
It's been a minute.
Philip.
You'll never understand.
Anyway, to begin this meeting, I will go around the room introducing all the participants here.
Hold up. Are we actually running right now?
Yes.
You
Can we-
start around.
Can we take it from the
Run
top?
back. Couldn't take it from the
Action!
We already did the intro. You don't need to explain it. But just start as you would.
It's a pleasure to see you all here
We'll go.
today. We have the mayor of Entity Point, Infinity. Interest as always. Chance. Order. The Void. And Mr. Darkness. Surprised to see you again.
I have a question. Why is this despicable thing here?
He could say the same for you. Set aside your differences for the meeting.
He's the reason we're here.
Incorrect.
From a certain point of view.
And what are you?
I'm a cosmic entity just like you.
Being...
Being
You didn't
the
introduce
Crimson
yourself.
King. I did not come up with the name. Order just what?
Who is this? I don't know what's going on.
Why is he here?
That makes sense.
It's
He
He
is
is
a
not one of
representative.
us.
He is a representative of Entity Point as their mayor and leader. That is where the majority of the energy has continued to amass and sustained itself there
Until it was recently released.
until it was released by
Mr. O'Neill.
Who did that?
Mr. O'Neill.
Yes. Quite unfortunate that was.
Infinity.
Yes.
Anything that is discussed at this meeting does not leave this meeting and affect those outside of it, unless it is a plan to stop the end.
I'm sorry. We brushed over your identity. It's never been entirely clear to me what it is that you are the manifestation of.
So I'm not the only one.
Don't agree with him.
Manifestations. What is this? He has a schedule.
Manifestation of the essence of infinity, manifestation of chance, manifestation of order, manifestation of the void between all, manifestation of darkness.
And what are you?
None
I'm
of
the
those.
manifestation of human ingenuity and progression.
He's
So-
an artificial cosmic being.
Is that
I
right?
have taken him under my wing.
Yes.
So he's one of your interns?
No.
Unpaid.
Like that.
We're getting paid.
Anyway,
No.
we're here to talk about the end, not my standing.
I just want to know. I'm assuming you were the
The
person
end.
who called us all here?
Yes, the most powerful beings in the cosmos,
Some of them.
And this
other than
level-
him,
Yes.
to discuss this what to do about the end.
The what?
Because here lately we've had two
Do we need to
opposite
bring him up
parties
to speed?
fighting each other.
And you would like to bring us into this?
There you go.
I'm so sorry.
Yes.
I already have my own feuds.
You have your own feuds, however, none of them will matter if the end occurs. Or did you forget that order? Maybe you should put your actions in order.
Priorities.
Yes, it is priorities, and I had a schedule until it was so rudely interrupted.
Yes. Looks over at Chance.
What
That
did
was your kiddo, if I remember correctly.
What?
Oh, really?
What?
He was trying to make
What?
the best of the situation that was presented to him.
What, kiddo?
Young
He was
Mr.
not
Jason.
aware of the consequences of his actions.
The Jason kid that's been
Just
running
too
around
crazy.
with James.
I'm aware.
Chance. Yes, I
The
know
kid,
this
yeah.
child.
The newest arrival
The
in your town.
repercussions of what he did.
There were two. One of them caused...
The younger one.
Ah.
Yes, the younger one had
I
the
dislike both of
ability
them.
to cause this, gifted to him by one of the entities. And the other was a being of the Blood Emperor who is currently unable to attend due to the fact he has shattered.
What?
Yes, Mr. Mayor?
How did this Jason kid cause this?
Yes, please
He-
explain.
They have powers.
He
Yes, I got
tried
that
to
part.
fix something that was not supposed to be here.
Which is...
He tried to fix a being who was not supposed to exist.
And that caused the end?
It's
Who is this
And
being?
was always
Brushed
happening.
it.
King.
You all know who he is. We are not speaking his name so he does not appear.
Edge, edge,
That's
edge,
not
edge,
how
edge.
Edge.
Does he need to be here?
So, can we get down to the point of
Given
this?
that we are discussing his plan, yes.
Stop being on his side.
Void, what has been your plan
He
here
is
lately to
being
deal with the end? Because I know you've been trying to stop it.
You're funny.
I've come to the
Respect
ultimate
it.
conclusion that, well, there's nothing to be done now. This is the end. The end of everything. The last and final end. Nothing exists past this, with the exception of perhaps a few pale attempts.
What?
I'm sorry, I've gotten my schedule a little bit mixed up. Is that supposed to be on Tuesday or...
That will be on Tuesday.
Okay, it is on Tuesday.
I don't remember what day it was.
While we're on the topic of plans, Infinity, what do you plan on doing about this?
Well, since you all seem ignorant,
Yes,
the Void is the one causing all of this.
really?
And you're saying we should void him?
Should we write him a check
Specifically, a
and then declare it
feud
void?
between Infinity and the Void have been causing this.
I have been trying my best since this whole
And-
thing started. Started
I
since he.
I must add that it
Actually,
is also the conflict between
Monday.
the Void and Edge. Jason has informed
No,
me
the
that
end
Edge
happens.
believes that the Void is causing this problem, and not him.
I will
This
not.
this edge is correct.
I will not deny that I have had a part to play in this end. I have had parts to play in the ends before. But the important fact of the matter is that I was acting within my fundamental nature. You can blame me for what I am, but you cannot hold a reasonable expectation for me to act in any other way than what I have acted as. Did you expect me to not act as the Void, as that is what I am? Do I expect you to not act as an Infinity, as that is what you are?
However ambiguous that means.
Anyway, we came here to figure out an attempt in order to possibly postpone the end or negate it on certain worlds to allow them to survive.
Either they all survive or none of them.
I have a
Absolutions.
idea and a solution for the world surviving, but you entities probably aren't going to like it.
And what is this plan?
The entities can no longer exist. They are the reason the end has occurred every single time. the
And this
entities
is the
need
last
to,
chance we have.
I am right here.
if the entities give up their power in order to stop the end and let it reign free instead of under the control of someone who is manifested, there's a possibility of humanity and those who are not immortal can survive past the end.
Before.
So,
May I? Humanity put us in a situation. They are the ones who have time and time again continued to meddle in the affairs of that which they know not.
We give them the
He's not
tools
wrong.
yes, but
in
killing
order
them does
to
nothing.
meddle them.
Killing them does nothing, just as killing us does nothing as well.
Ah.
There's a difference, though.
The manifestation of human ingenuity and progress makes a good point. They were given the tools to do such things by having a connection to each of us. They could not have broken reality without having reality-breaking tools.
So
they
then
could
we
have not
take it all
tried to
back.
heal Chance.
It's too late to take it all back.
Speaking of reality-breaking tools, let's talk about Weston.
What about Weston?
You gave him the ability to erase things from reality. A child. What?
Yes.
Did you
it's
expect him to not do
a
that?
thing that happened.
I expected him to have some kind of common sense.
He has learned his lesson as far as I'm concerned. It's a pity I can't have him anymore as my child, but to each their own. He's found what's worked best for him, and, well, he'll cease to exist along with the rest of them.
That's fine. You're just here to represent
A couple of things. First off, he's a human. You can't expect them to have any amount of wisdom that we do.
Agreed. You're human.
Secondly,
You're
He's
human enough.
only.
Can understand.
He's kind of human.
to your point, do you know what killing him does?
Gets rid of a prick.
I assume.
Without me, reality can't exist.
We're not
no.
killing you. We're dispensing you.
Well, last I checked, reality's
dispersing
coming to an
it.
end anyway.
And how do you exactly propose that we do disperse people? And how exactly do we have enough time to do such a thing?
It's
Time
happening
is
not
Tuesday,
on
which
our
is
side.
tomorrow. Like all this, it's a waste of time. I should be out fighting.
By all means.
Hastening.
Please do
Without,
not start a fight in the middle of this meeting.
I'm
without
just
the
saying,
means to
if he
fight,
wants to
you
leave
cannot
and
win
has
a
better
war.
things to do, he better say so.
Order always carries a sword. He has to knight people.
Among other things. I'd expect you, Crimson King, to have one yourself, but
Yes, I recall
I
you
do.
having a few nights of your own.
Specifically, James.
Oh,
He is considered one of my knights. He has my abilities.
him.
Oh yeah, he gave those up, didn't he? Do what?
To get home.
Yep.
Well, he had been at some point.
Well,
He was about
he has been
20 minutes
unlighted.
ago.
Well, he was. He's. Other than that, I
so
have
he's
no
free
beings
game
connected to
then.
him. Not currently. The catalyst is his father.
Oh no.
The catalyst is wiser than anyone here. That is his job.
It
I'm
is-
sure.
Besides you, and apparently you.
So to get back
The
on
youngest.
topic,
Yes. For once.
how would we go about dispersing things?
Letting your energies go.
And how exactly did that help?
It would provide the universe with the energies that it needs to survive, yet it would no longer be in control of any entity involved. That would include my energies as well.
But that would
Naturally.
cause chaos. Would it not?
Pure, unadulterated chaos, yes.
How many entities are required for this to be
But order.
feasible?
It would have to be all of them. All of them.
Isn't it Order who brought about chaos? At the beginning of all this with the Big Bang?
We
Just like the chicken and the egg, it's always a big question of who started it, me or my brother. But
we should know better than to question the fundamental natures of all of us. I thought we would have learned that by now.
He is not. He's new.
Understanding these natures is important,
He doesn't
however.
understand.
Said the man who was blaming me for acting as the void.
He is
You
not
have a
wrong.
choice, just like all of us.
You say that, yet you say you are slaves to your nature?
He exists, giving us a choice.
And what if one of us doesn't?
Give up that energy?
Yes. What if one of us is selfish?
There are so many of us.
Yes.
The darkness.
If someone chooses not to give up their energy, they would have sole control over all the energy in existence.
And thus would they be able to stop the end?
Theoretically, they probably could. However, it also would kill them, because even infinity could not hold that kind of power.
Debatable.
Because even infinity has its limits.
That defeats the purpose.
Well,
Unless you're talking about counting. Don't worry about it.
I mean, infinity
I've
can
counted
only
to
have
infinity.
infinity plus
Yeah,
one.
me too.
So
And beyond.
It's
endless
the
seas and
things of
everything.
countable and uncountable infinities.
You
There
don't say that.
are different types of.
You don't say that shit.
They would
So-
know of this.
Would we all have to give it up at once?
yes,
You don't even know this would work, do you?
yes, Mr. Man.
Yes, Mo.
That would require you trusting that every one of them would do so.
And
Or
quite
force them.
frankly,
Unquestioningly.
I don't trust chaos at all.
No, should you?
He is your
Oh,
brother.
really?
But
Butter doesn't trust
you
chaos.
have to understand, if we all agree to this plan, people like chaos might just not follow through.
Unless we had a way of
The one
seeing
thing I
if they
can
did.
know, I know about chaos in general, is he keeps to his word. Chaos is a being of chaos. He would see this as a way to have unabided chaos. While you probably would look at this and go, it's restoring it to the natural order.
The natural order is how it always has been, which has been with entities, specifically through creation, but what I'm
At the
saying
beginning of
is,
creation, though, there was only a bang. There were no entities. You did not exist at creation. You were
That is
created
How do you
by
say
the
that?
bang. I've seen the entire timeline.
There is darkness as well, but
It's a void.
The void was first, for the record.
The void is the.
can we
space-
stop arguing about this?
We're arguing about
Very.
philosophy.
Yes, we are. Are you
Do
surprised?
you know who you're talking to?
I know, I know.
Do you know who you're talking to?
Anyway, that is my idea. I'm willing to hear others speak their opinion of
Oh, the mayor's
how to
gone.
stop
goodbye,
the
Mayor.
end for
Why was
humans
he here?
and humanity.
Why was
Let's
he
see
here?
him
It's a
go.
representative.
He was a representative of the town Entity Point, where the
Which is
majority.
relevant?
The catalyst exists in Entity Point.
Oh no.
Okay.
Why should we care?
What is the catalyst?
It is an entity like you.
No.
And if this catalyst goes away?
It is a being of energy like you. Not the same.
If the catalyst goes away, not much happens.
Well,
Unless everyone ends at the same time, it's not going to make much of a difference.
Everyone is ended at the same point in time?
You think you could even get the swarm
Or-
to agree to this?
I haven't had the pleasure of the swarm. Your agents refuse to, or continuously get involved where they're not supposed to.
They're supposed to. Everywhere.
They are. That's the thing. You are allowed to operate everywhere, but your agents are not. And having them do so violates the laws of the universe. And you know this.
So here's my plan. Here's my plan.
Let's hear your plan, Boyd.
We don't do anything.
We let the end happen and all creation in and of itself cease to exist.
Yes. Everything, both in a philosophical, figurative, and literal sense, comes to an end. In what capacity that end takes shape, though, has always been determined by a multitude of factors.
oh,
Are you dying?
Yes!
good.
It's all your fault! You caused this!
I'm not here to point fingers, Infinity. Great. I'm glad that you're still hung up on that.
Did you steal his girlfriend at one point?
No.
If
he
reality is my girlfriend, yes.
Did you?
You tried to kill her.
I have.
Did
on
you just say
occasion-
reality is your
I
girlfriend?
said
I have on
if.
occasion.
I said if.
Reality.
If I said if. Damn it.
I have
Infinity,
on-
you dirty dog.
I have
So
on
that's what the
occasion
Big Bang was.
stolen parts of Infinity's girlfriend. Regardless, there's only so much we can do. Postponing it
Postpone only postpones.
Ignore that.
precisely.
Acting.
Whether or not we prevent the end from happening in its entirety. I mean, there is quite literally the
Hello
literal
there. Consequences.
end of every
How are you doing today?
physical
Death.
Talk
Material.
You have a
Universes,
meeting of
which is the
important
heat
and
that we're
cosmic beings, and you don't invite me.
energy
I did invite
becomes
you.
level. Nothing can happen.
Then you still got an invitation. You just chose to show up.
Sorry. Who just joined?
This is Consequences. Consequences, by the way, everyone.
Good
They
evening.
all
He and I are on fairly good terms.
No.
Is that why?
Please continue.
Human ingenuity always has
Can you
consequences.
tell us
Please
what would
stop lying about what you are. It's annoying for my paperwork.
What is he?
Did another one break?
You're on the
He is
board.
simply a mortal that
You're
became
on
a
the
cosmic
board.
being. He's not the manifestation of anything.
He's simply an artificial.
He's not artificial.
I see. So consequences.
Yes.
What would the effects of taking his plan of action be if we all gave up all of our
Sorry,
power?
I just got
If we gave up all of our power at once,
Someone
dispersed it over the
spam
entire
message
universe,
and I would ban them.
what would happen? What are the consequences of that?
here. Of dispersing all the energy.
Yes.
Well, it wouldn't do anything to the end.
What about vice versa? What if we were the only things that remained?
You won't be.
Oh.
Because the end breaks everything.
So what I'm hearing is
It
we
doesn't
should.
matter if you disperse all your energy, if you are the only ones that survive, as you were not the ones to cause the end, nor were you the ones.
So what
To
did
fix
cause
it.
the end?
Yes, from your view, what is causing the end?
The man at the edge.
Yes,
Okay.
him.
Oh.
So I've heard. Not,
So-
not the void.
What happens if he goes away? Can he go away?
There's no way to stop the end now.
So you're saying
It has already taken into effect. It is too late. You
What?
could try and kill him, but that won't change anything.
I've tried.
What about the
With his will, there's a way.
somewhat?
I have the will.
Hold up.
But not the
Infinity.
way.
What about the so-called list in the prophecy from
Yes.
what was
yes,
that
yes.
entity called?
The one-
the
the
ceaseless.
ceaseless
The
one.
ceaseless.
Yes,
He has
What happened
evaded
to him?
consequences for a long
it
time.
still is.
It's a.
Floating about somewhere.
In various people,
The
actually.
list from the ceaseless.
Yes.
What about parasites?
It is a list of
Why are
beings that
you
will be
here?
there at the end in order to stop it.
I'm a
Oh,
part
no.
of it.
He is darkness.
Yes, but
I believe Lady Darkness is reincarnate as a male.
that's unfortunate.
I
She
know,
always
right?
was
She's
my-
quite attractive.
She was my better half, I will say.
Now, no. It's a part of. We're all a part of this. Chaos is a part of this, but he's not here. Thank goodness. So why are you here?
And where's light?
Occupied, for one. And for two,
Darkness is trying to conceal light, if I remember correctly.
shocking.
Oh, like
It's
the
almost like
void's
a
trying to
director's
destroy reality.
Consequences
I
literally
remember
just said he wasn't trying to do that.
But he said, he that wasn't the one causing it. That doesn't mean he's trying to make it worse. That doesn't mean he's not trying to make it worse.
We will get to that.
I still want to hear your answer.
At one point, I was...
Human.
No, nothing that stupid. I was abiding my time in the human known as Blake. Blake did the honor of killing me, and now, wonderful consequences gave me another chance to restore the rightful order of things.
I do not give chances.
He gives chances.
For whether or
That's
not
why
the
I'm so
void or
glad.
reality
Exactly.
will win is not up to any of us, artificial or not. The prophecy, as we all call it, I believe was
Chant.
given chance.
The chant.
The chant.
He's talking about the list.
Yes. As am I.
He's talking about the words.
Ah.
Yes.
The endless
Those
song.
words.
I believe the ceaseless is a prophet.
Said from who?
Who's to say? Just as Jesus was a prophet, just as Muhammad was a prophet. Who's to say? So, the list that he gave, that he gives to all who wish to hear it, why not simply entrust it to them? See if humanity can fix the problems that they have caused.
Have they caused this, though?
Yes.
They have accelerated it.
Yes, but are they the cause, the root?
I've-
No.
Edge is the root.
I've established what
Edge
the
and
root
the
is.
void.
The root is edge.
Half of these people on the list don't even know that are on the list.
So who is on this list? Rather like lists.
You can-
I'll be right back.
I'll pull it up real quick because I got the list.
Yeah, we don't have the list right here, and it's long.
Not as long as the chant though.
I don't want to
I
hear the
have the
chant.
chance.
Do you have it memorized?
Mostly.
He's pretty darn close.
Goodness.
I-
Why?
He said it quite.
Do you
I
tell it
was
to yourself
bored.
as you go to sleep at night?
No.
Jason.
Look,
Thank
Occasionally, I simply get bored and look at it.
look.
Okay.
If chance gives us another chance, we might as well take it.
There are no more chances.
Unless
This
I am
is
to be
the
set
last
free.
I mean-
one.
There's a
You-
chance.
Unless
for
I
Yes,
that.
you
am
did
to
the
be set
same
free.
thing.
Yeah.
If chance,
Not-
the embodiment of chance,
It is not up to me.
Not happening.
Okay.
I
So-
didn't- I
It
You
is
in
up to the
mind
warden of your
beliefs.
jail.
This
the warden of
list,
your order.
as given to Blake, Buck Williams, Jason Gray, Skylar Fox, Theo Chapman, Weston Newdale, Jonesy Newdale, Jameson Francisco.
You can cross him off.
Oh,
Is he dead?
No.
He just won't be there.
He has consequences to deal with.
It's been so long since I've seen you on a warpath. Delightful.
I'm not on a warpath. There's been a lot of consequences going around.
A
I need you to
warpath.
update my schedule then.
Elizabeth Hayes, the one from Universe 1A. Michael Caine, negative. And Jonathan Myers.
Jonathan Myers.
So all
He's
of
a
those are
pain in
humans.
my ass.
Yes.
Jonathan
Well-
Myers,
So
the
much
one with poison.
Yes,
really
at
is
one
chaotic.
point.
No. Oh.
Which ones aren't anymore?
Negative has been
Disposed of.
accelerated to beyond a mortal standing, but not quite.
I already know about negative.
Dead
Go
for all
on.
intents and purposes.
Let's see. Jonesy, delightful young man,
What happened to him?
He's still on it.
He gained
enlightenment.
power from the beyond.
Oh, he might actually.
So he is no longer human.
He is not.
For the intensive purposes of humanity, yes. For the intensive purposes of humanity, also no. So
He no longer has a
That's
limit.
something I shouldn't consider.
The Beyond
become
decided
like
to
me.
remove it.
He could become like infinity.
Oh, he could become more
Delicious.
That's a problem.
than you. He can become
Okay, then.
more than anybody.
Michael Caine, Depending on whichever one
Once
you
again.
wish.
Connected to you.
It's a great question.
Yes.
There are at least 2 of them here now. Not here.
Not
In
anymore.
Entity Point.
Well,
As
Depending on when this takes place. When is this taking
This
place?
place
After
directly
last
after last session.
Oh,
Yeah.
there had been 2.
We've directly referenced the fact that Jason.
Did
20
take-
minutes ago.
of course.
As if, like, I believe this is all in a, not the Nexus, but like a Nexus point.
A crossways, per se.
Oh, what's in Fred's mind?
Is that
I
it?
don't know if we're doing that.
Just read it
Fair enough.
I'm reading it again?
if you want to. You don't have to.
Oh, not
Do you
reading
want
it out loud.
Do you,
No,
Connor,
no,
do you
no.
want to know who's connected to the void on that list?
The
Oh,
answer
this-
is yes.
No?
At
A
least
lot
half
of
of them.
A lot
No?
of them.
Yeah, the majority, yes. Vast majority.
Dear little Skylar is as well.
I believe this list has nothing to do with stopping the end. Most of these are merely children of the void, while others are not.
And why were they in the list given by the Ceaseless?
I do not know. I do not know this ceaseless.
Consequences doesn't know.
because he avoids consequence.
I actually have an idea.
You said something about a chant.
Yes.
Do you mind speaking the chant?
No.
It will summon it.
Summon what?
And would you not like to meet this?
I have
What
met
we
it
wanted
before.
to see.
It will. It might break it.
It's already
Break the
broken.
ceaseless?
Break here.
Oh.
Wherever this is.
Ah.
It is.
In Freedom Line.
I don't know if that's still
Yes.
where it's taking. Yes.
Yes.
Ceaseless, like Edge, should not exist, but it doesn't break things, as it does not. It seeks through the cracks, following the loopholes as to not break anything. I do not know if it's got a conscious being, or if it just is.
Like how I was.
How you are.
Funny.
There is a current theory about what could happen.
What's that?
Those children on the list merely must survive past the end.
Surviving past the end.
Yes.
That doesn't.
Letting it happen. And
Well, it's happened. It has
It
happened.
is happening.
Surviving
There's
past
no
the
letting.
end?
There have been multiple ends prior to this one. This
But
one
this
is
one-
just the ultimate one. There
There's nothing
is
else after this.
a theoretical chance that a few select people connected to myself, as far as I'm aware, might be able to slip past it.
And
You know-
thus, with the.
A thought occurs.
unfortunately for you,
Shut up, Infinity. A thought occurs. In every end, the entities end as well. From what you all have explained to me. Is it not a possibility that after at every end you constantly think that this is the end, this is the last one, we have to stop it, and then it all resets anyway?
Do you exist past them?
It is complicated,
But you understand what you have known before,
more or less.
and that is not what you have known before.
It's complicated.
Hard to explain.
I am well aware that there have been ends prior to this one, but something I know is different about the one that is coming. I know this one, there will be nothing past it.
then we must prevent it.
And
Oh,
as
hold
the
on.
consequences have said, it is
Established there is no
unpreventable.
Wait,
way
wait,
to
wait.
prevent it. It is already occurring.
Then stop it in the middle.
No.
The consequences to that would be
Hold
dire.
on. For a moment.
He can't see past the
Hold
end
on.
like everyone else.
Infinity.
But
I would like to hear from you why you think this needs to be stopped.
because we'll all die.
And what
Why
we're
is-
okay with that.
Why is that a bad thing?
Why is that a good thing?
I
All
didn't
things
say it was a
must
good thing.
embrace death's
Why?
kiss, for life sends them to him.
Why do you want to why
I
do,
would prefer not to be kissed.
why do any one of
None of
us
He's quite a nice guy.
why do any one of us want to prevent this?
I don't.
Why do you not want to prevent this? Have you no sense of self-preservation at the very
It
least?
it's a simple acknowledgement and understanding it is the natural order of things.
Is it
He has
natural?
given up because he has already lost. He's been trying to prevent it this entire time, but he feels as though he has failed.
I mean, it's not a feeling. I
Correct.
have failed. It is still going to happen. But that is not my question. My question is, why do you all still feel an incessant need to stop this thing despite the knowledge, despite the fact that it will happen, and that we, as we know ourselves and as we manifest, will cease to be.
With great power.
Jesus
will
Comes the
slap
ability
you.
to shut up!
With great power, there also comes a moment when you must be willing to give up that power when you recognize there's nothing good you can do with that power.
So, what can we do? What is there to be done?
Nothing.
Because as the list suggests, there is something after this end, albeit not for us.
There are yes, as I mentioned, a select few things that could slip past into what reality would be past the end. I do not know what they would be stepping into. But
They would take our place, if I
What
understand
if-
correctly.
Understood.
What just happened there?
what if Weston
We
what?
discussing
What was-
consequences.
I'm intrigued by this
We're
sentence.
discussing
Hold that
certain
thought.
Hold for a moment.
consequences.
I'm interested in this question particularly.
Weston and James have already changed things that should not have been changed many times. Correct?
Weston did was a direct consequence
They
of
made a new universe.
They
Yeah.
did. That was
They did not.
itchy.
One of them did.
One of them did.
That was itchy. That was
I don't know
That
about
was you.
they.
Weston had full agency. It was in fact, it wasn't
It
even
was-
intentional. It was just a mere wish of his that
So,
ignited.
what if they must all just simply wish it to be?
They
Well,
do not have that ability anymore.
unfortunately, that
Could we
wish
fix
was
that?
made on the
The consequences
fundamental precedent that Weston was connected to me. He voided the fact that that day for them had ever happened. So, it's a bit iffy on how it worked mechanically, but instead of voiding what had happened, it had sent what had happened to another branch.
Split the timelines.
Perhaps
More or less.
we give Weston back his ability and see how that goes.
Weston.
That all makes things worse.
Weston.
Consequences.
As I
No.
understand, I have.
Hush, sweet.
I've tried a couple of methods to re-ensnare Weston. He has adamantly refused them.
Then don't
Just
give
inject
him
There
the
is
show
always
energy.
forcefully.
No.
If Weston were to again be connected to the void, he would, as he has done before, immediately sever the connection with the fundamental power given to him. And if that didn't work, he would just void himself.
Use his idea. Remove his ability to choose.
No.
That's really iffy.
That breaks a law.
Yes.
A fundamental law of reality. Forces forces specifically, which are not just cosmic beings. For example, I am not a force. Forces are not allowed to directly affect beings that they are not connected to. Forcing his power onto him would be breaking the law.
Then get someone else to do it. I have many of my control.
And
Why do
as
we
I have already
want
stated,
Weston to have his powers back. What does that accomplish?
we don't. That was more of a joke
Darkness.
than
That's
anything.
a
Darkness
hypothetical.
was submitting the possibility that enough people connected to a certain power, perhaps the void, could simply void the fact that the end is happening.
And he knows
That
now
is a
you can't see
power-
past the end. None of us can.
You may not.
Do you wonder?
Fate cannot, so you cannot.
Do you know why they can't see past the end? Because there's nothing past it to see.
Nothing
And
said.
yet you Apparently there's a house
There
If
are
you don't mind me bringing up a different subject,
Please.
Go on.
specifically, if something were to
There is.
go past the end,
Persist.
it would fundamentally be broken. How would we fix it?
what would we
As
fundamentally
entities.
broken?
We would not be there to fix anything.
It's not that we
Don't.
would break; we would end. We
If
will.
something
If
persist-
something persisted past the end, if there were anyone there connected to any of you, there would be a little bit of you left.
There would be.
Ta-da!
And
Certainly not
through
in the
us,
capacity
slowly
that
the
we-
world and the universe would rebuild itself.
No.
Mm.
There would not be a universe to rebuild itself. There would simply be a piece that is not strong enough to rebuild itself. If, per se, people connected to you, if there were in this, whatever was left, they would have to find a way.
I'm not saying that it would be our things.
No, I'm saying if there were people connected to forces, a little bit of that force would live on. And through that, whoever was connected to those forces could find a way to fix everything.
Then does that
Could.
mean that we
It
should
is.
establish connections with as many as we can
No.
That would not be
to increase the chances?
I already have plenty.
Yes.
To say.
Most of them are getting
You only need a few.
That's where
It works best with a
catechism
handful.
begin.
No, we'll end there.
Simply a matter of distributions. There might not be enough of you to spread
Do
around.
you remember what I said about forcing your connection onto people?
I said there are many on Earth who would be willing to accept such things.
If they willingly accept it, they are not worthy of the powers.
Then
Not
how did
in
someone
all
like
cases.
Weston get them in the
Forcing.
first place?
He drank a
inhaled some
vial.
smoke.
No.
Oh, really?
He simply could not have them. Well, born is a strong word. Created with them.
I guess you're right. I never considered that. The
Aren't
smoke
there a
was more
few?
his awakening.
Trigger.
Yeah.
So we already have seeds in those who can withstand our power.
They can, but there are some who don't need our power to have their own.
This
From what I understand.
smoke, for example, is not technically forcing your connection, as the humans are doing it to themselves. The smoke does not choose the connection. It merely it's random. It is merely a doorway for you, for example, to establish a connection. The smoke that it was created from.
Yes. I'm very proud of that.
Question for Patrick.
Interfering with those who are not connected to you.
Also,
Interesting.
Yes. 1 second.
Blake talked to something past the end
No.
whenever he got his twilight powers.
No.
That is what you
I'm
said in the
wondering who it
message.
Yes. He did not know that per se.
Okay. So what I'm hearing, it's just it's a fundamental flaw, and it's not particularly pertaining to the end much at all.
Yes.
You were quite unhappy with Weston for having a connection with him.
I did not give him that. He did not inhale the smoke.
Then what happened to Weston? Because I heard he
Created with
inhaled
it.
smoke.
He's a
He was
clone.
He was a clone.
No longer.
He was born with the power. The smoke, seeing the smoke merely triggered it to activate.
The smoke connected to him.
Yes. That's what the smoke does. It establishes connections.
Okay. And you're blaming him for something Weston was born with?
Yes. Yes, I am. He could take it away at any point.
That's almost as straight as me.
Right.
Consequences, I have a question.
Oh,
Yes.
Why has Infinity not faced consequences? He interferes with people who are not connected to him almost constantly.
Directly.
I would disagree.
Through it is a loophole that I do not have control over. Through his organization, Infinity Core, he can directly interact with me.
Infinity Terms.
What about his smoke that he directly created that affected
He did not
Weston?
directly create; it was created from him. Kane Labs
I
created
fail
it.
to see how that changes things.
Because it was not
created
his
from him-
choice.
He did not do
Oh,
it.
there we come to the crux of the matter. It was not his choice for Weston to be born, to be created, to have powers. So then, kindly step off your high and mighty stool.
Unfortunately, that's not going to happen.
I
You
I
stepping
think
off
we can
yours.
all agree that.
Hence why I said it. Exactly. Anyways, we aren't any closer to a solution.
Because there isn't one.
Not
Well,
to stopping me. Fixing
And
it.
fixing it is a
And how do
possibility.
we
I
fix
believe.
it?
You have to get past it to
Persisting.
fix it.
And how do we persist?
We do not.
So we persist through the list.
young Twilight.
What the hell are you saying?
Twilight is an entity. Like everyone else. Here.
Did not.
I forget about them occasionally.
Can you describe the being that Blake interacted with for his?
I don't know if he saw. He only spoke.
Yes,
He did see a
glimpse.
silhouette, basically, like a smoke form.
A smoke form that was the color of cyan and black. That was like splotchy on its face, and you only saw its face. It looked humanoid, but it was just those colors swirling and splotchy.
And you said cyan and black.
Yes. The nexus.
I have a suggestion. 21 vials.
Why 21?
Because there are 21 forces.
Not entities, but forces.
Currently.
There were 20. Where he came
All of us here except this young man.
Anyway,
young man. You're funny.
he's older than you.
So young.
Elaborate as to
Anyway,
what these are.
21 vials deposited at Entity Point. In a secure location that will help all entities persist and all forces persist past the end.
We
What-
won't exist again.
Not in our current state. no.
What are the mechanics of this?
Is Void asking
Yeah.
King?
Why would vials of
They
or pure essence?
vials have our pure essence in them.
Sure.
No.
Let him finish.
Energy.
Anyway, our energy, what our being is made out of, what our force is made out of. Those who get a hold of those have a direct connection to us. That is how that works. However, if they are just vials of our energy, there's a small piece that will remain. No matter what. If it's in a secure location, in a building that we can almost be for certain
Sure.
will survive.
How
The-
would
the-
we locate
no.
such a place?
What I'm hung up on is the fact that the vials remain past the end. Why wouldn't they just end with the rest?
How do we know?
Same reason the
Persist.
list.
Same reason with the list.
It's an assumption,
We
a guess.
do not know if anything will persist.
There is.
But do we lose
There's
by
a
being
possibility.
There are theories.
But what do we
Let's
lose
check.
by trying
Except
this
for
anyway?
this theory
Exactly.
is sadly incorrect, as these vials must be connected to something. This energy must be connected to something in order to.
Was there only 9
persist.
names on that list? Roughly.
From what Blake told me. Yes.
So that becomes a problem.
We have to trust the word of a human.
Yes. Can we?
You tell me, Darkness.
We
You're
can.
the one who is connected to
Humans are no more trustworthy than any of us.
Yes. Which is why we can trust them. I would
Debatable.
like to talk to them myself in order to trust them. As I trust my own judgment.
Do you want me to bring the mayor back?
Not
he's
him.
useless.
Bring
Perhaps
He
a random.
is not the most helpful.
Bring a random.
Bring someone from the
Wait, hold on.
I will be back.
Consequences. A moment. Why don't we talk about what
For now.
qualities should be in the human that we bring?
It is not up to me.
What are we looking for in a human who is allegedly trustworthy?
How about we let chance decide?
No.
Let's not do
Jesus
that!
Christ, can we stop making puns off the man's name?
No.
It drives me
It's
insane.
too easy.
No.
I'm sorry if it voids.
I don't think that was a
Please
pun. I
don't
think
tell
he
me
was
you brought a pack of
I
cards.
think he was straight.
He brought a pack of cards.
I gave him his cards. I didn't want them on my desk anymore. What do you want from
You
me?
missed out consequences. Infinity earlier said reality was his girlfriend.
I did not.
You
I
did.
said it was like mine. I said if
We
the
made a lot
reality,
of
if
fun.
reality is my
You
girlfriend,
missed
he
out.
killed
It
her.
was a metaphor.
It's a metaphor.
Is
I
Oh,
prefer
he
just
does.
think of
Is
Void
he the
as in
same?
trying to steal
I
right
will
himself.
kill you.
It is quite
Quiet,
the-
Oh.
please.
You hear that, boys? Infinity is a simp for reality.
He's insecure.
Oh, wow.
As funny as that is.
Let's listen to consequences.
Go ahead, consequences. My apology.
Hold on. No, we still haven't addressed who we want.
Consequences was going to say something though, and I believe it could have helped.
Was I? I said
You said hold on.
Who do we want as a human?
Why don't I just summon a random human?
No, that
Can't.
we would have to cycle through unless we on the possibility that we got the wrong one. We'd have to keep going until we got one that we all can at least attest to their
I could bring
abilities.
How about
No.
someone?
I expected.
It
I'm
has to
not willing
be
to
someone
break
from
anything
Entity
else.
Point.
You can't
Someone
find
who is
anything
denoted
here.
as honest.
I have someone in mind.
It can't be James.
It is not James.
Good.
Weston's father.
That man
He
scares
is
me.
honest. He even...
He will try and kill you. He will not succeed, but he will try. No.
Why is this?
Do not hurt him anymore.
What occurred to cause this?
What about Weston himself? I don't know much about the
No.
man.
He is the
We're
least
not dealing with
agreeable
Weston at
person
this point.
in existence. Even less agreeable than Chaos.
West,
He refuses to be.
as
involved
much as I
with this
dislike that Weston's
anymore,
having
even
this
if he
connection with me and he has
could save the
turned down my advances, he is the only person who is now currently fully human, who also fully understands what has been happening, why it's happening, and is the only person who has turned down power of his own accord and lived with the consequences of his actions.
I would like to speak with this man.
With Weston?
No.
Yes.
I would prefer not.
Who do you suggest? What kind of characteristics do you suggest?
I legitimately think Weston might be the only
What about the
Candidate.
librarian?
Mr. Winters.
Yes.
Why?
He's been involved in all of James's shenanigans. He
He just
understands James and Weston.
But he doesn't
As I
understand.
said, why don't we
He
pick
is
someone from the
trustful.
list?
He is trustworthy.
Like I said,
Weston's
it
on the
was
list.
table.
No. He
Char-
made it worse.
What characteristics do you
He
believe?
was trying.
Do you think?
Trustworthy, preferably.
Somebody who understands powers. Somebody who understands consequences. Somebody who understands the situation.
Somebody who has a good sense of not what is right and what is wrong.
I was going to suggest Jonathan Myers, and then you said that.
And since
Weston does not have a good sense of what is right.
Sorry. Who has their morals sorted out.
Still don't.
Still doesn't work with
No.
Weston.
No.
no, Weston is at a point where he firmly believes what he believes.
And you know because you're connected to him. Oh, wait.
No, because I had someone talk to him earlier today.
That would be Jonathan Myers.
What about
Oh my god.
We're not bringing him.
what about Lizzie?
No. She's not in a place for that.
I agree.
Didn't her dad just die?
Wait, that's Seth.
That's Seth.
No.
And the
Elizabeth
Kane one?
Hayes will
she's the
will
one.
attempt to
And the cane man?
destroy all of you.
Michael.
She's far too
She
aggressive.
would.
Which came
fail.
then?
The one on the
You
list.
said there were several.
That's not
Where
really
there's
Kane.
only one
He
on
is
the
not
list.
honest.
One
The one on
relevant,
the list?
one left.
Michael?
Yes, Michael Kane.
We can bring Michael Kane.
My connection back has talked to him many a time.
Luckily, you're not connected to him, though.
Do you believe this
Not
is a good
Michael.
course of action?
Well,
You're connected to Michael.
It seems it's happening already as consequences has.
Consequences
to
are left
locate
to get
him.
dearest Michael.
I'm not entirely
If
certain.
you wouldn't mind,
Voice.
Honor, may I see your sword?
Boy,
No.
you're connected
I
to
quite
Michael.
enjoy medieval weaponry.
You can see the sword through your hand in a little bit.
I
Through my hand.
no, I don't think Michael is a good choice.
I'm not entirely certain either, but he's
Are
the
you
only
partial?
one that makes
To any human?
sense.
There's a few. Yes.
Why
Can
don't
you
you
name
bring
them?
Blakes to talk?
No.
He is Blake. Look at him.
I know. I'm being an ass.
I know.
And you're not normally.
Comes with power, I'm afraid.
Especially since he was not technically invited to this meeting, but just showed up.
Me?
Yes.
Oh no. Not invited to a party.
Hell of a party.
So you
Hello,
are Mr.
dear
Kane, are you
Michael.
not?
Holy shit!
It's a pleasure, Michael.
Good morning.
Don't hit Jake my head. That's bad.
It's a pleasure.
So then, Mr. Kane, do you know what is going on here?
Just ow.
You can't see the top of your head. I don't care. That's okay.
No. I don't know
If
why
you would
you're
like me to do the pleasure.
If you would.
I'll never get tired
Oh,
of seeing
stop.
that face.
Ow! Oh!
Sorry, I forget humans are fragile. Weirdly enough.
Mr. Kane, you know why you're here?
discussing the end.
Yes.
The longer it takes for
The end.
infinity to
Uh-huh.
Sit down.
Infinity, chance, order,
Yeah,
void,
you did.
Right.
Yeah.
For the record, I didn't put you here.
and crimson.
Thank you.
He is one of your connections.
Oh, I know.
Okay. Making sure.
I let him know multiple times.
Okay. What do you need?
You're serving as humanity's representative.
Don't mess
Oh
up.
no.
Don't mess up. It would.
We
I thought
already
that was
sent
you.
the mayor back.
Okay.
Humanity's ambitions is hardly their entire existence.
So what do you need me for?
Representing humanity.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, shall we discuss the plan with him? What the idea
Go
of it
ahead.
is? The idea, the most prevalent one, for us to exist beyond the end, we need to be connected to humans that can survive past the end.
Okay.
To our knowledge, there is only 9 of them.
We need a total of 21.
Each can be connected to 3.
It is not
Why do you want to persist?
because for us to persist means that it is significantly easier for the universe to come back into being after
Okay.
the end.
This is based on an assumption.
All of this is based on assumptions. We can't actually know anything for sure.
We should just make it clear to the human who might not know.
Very well then. My question to you. Do you know who is on that list?
He doesn't know about the list, as far as I
He knows about the list. I just shared that information with him.
I see.
Yeah, because I'm gonna immediately be able to just cycle through all the new information I just got
There are 9
shoved
names.
into my head.
Shouldn't be.
You are on that list.
Yes. Why?
I'll give you a little bit of a moment to remember whose names are on the list.
Buck's on the list?
Yes, Mr. Williams.
I have no clue who you're talking about.
He's one of mine.
Of course. I don't want to hear it.
Yes.
So then,
Jason's on the list too?
Yes, he's
Really?
mine. And 2 others.
I don't remember Jason.
Skylar. I've never.
She's quite a
She
nice
is
young woman,
His.
sadly.
Wasn't nice when I met her.
She was just fine when I met her.
Okay then.
Nightmare was a little iffy, but
Yeah, that thing.
What?
Nothing.
not
Continue
So-
explaining.
No,
Yes, they're
relevant.
relevant.
Do you know these people?
I know some of these people.
Do you know if these people would be a good fit to house some power? To perhaps use it
Skylar does not need any more. That would very bad for her mental health. Jason
Jason cannot
Is
have
it?
any more.
What?
that.
thankfully.
Me, them,
Buck?
the garden.
I'm probably. I don't know. I don't know the rest of them. What? Oh, you weren't.
Why don't we just go to the garden?
What's that?
What would that
Allergies.
accomplish?
Agreed.
We would survive. Surely the end won't affect the garden.
Or the broker.
That's
Oh
What?
no, the
What?
end's not going to affect
Broker.
something in existence.
There's no escaping it. There's no.
Yes.
There are no planes of existence that will
The broker
supersede,
would discard it.
avoid, or in some way persist
I
past the
actually have never
end.
been to the
Only
garden.
individual
What?
persons.
The beyond.
Infinite.
No, beyond is also ending.
The beyond's not a part of reality.
It's also ending.
Everything, as we know,
It's
it
not
is
a
ending.
part of everything.
Given that it is a concept, it is a part of everything.
It's not a concept.
You said it is a concept.
No.
The
It is a
end
place
encompasses
And a concept.
not. It encompasses quite literally everything. The beyond is a thing.
Do you still need me?
Yes.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
Humans are decent to have around.
Useful
Sometimes.
at times.
Buckies.
No.
Most entities believe them pawns in a chess game.
So
though.
then,
Most times.
are there any other assumptions that could be made that could potentially help us?
There's an issue with the 21 bioplane.
What is that?
Chiefly,
They're not connected to anything.
no, a
Like
number
I'm
of
supposed to say.
a number of people on the list are already connected to me.
Which means they cannot be connected to another one?
They could be, but
It would be strenuous on their bodies.
Some don't work with the others, like mine.
yes, that it could present issues of
Sadie.
itself.
Nothing.
Then let's say, what are those 21 forces?
The 21 forces, Blood Emperor,
There's
Order.
me, everyone
and
here.
Order and Chaos,
Except him.
except the human.
6.
There's
60.
also
What of them?
Negative.
What of them are necessary? Negative is already on the list.
Negative, yes. Maybe it's not a
20.
Void's already contacted, and Void is quite necessary. Chance. One
20
more
of
necessary.
them
Am I
are
necessary?
necessary.
You aren't.
And not necessary.
I'm not.
I will exist again no matter
I would
what
dis-
because human
I would
greed.
beg to differ.
Yada yada
Order
yada.
will
Is
come
the
to me.
manifestation of human ingenuity.
Oh yes.
It would be more difficult.
And then humans will ingenue another person just like me
We
in
need
order to
another
take
human.
them.
As a consequence of chaos, there will be order.
Who are you?
So, for chaos to exist,
Michael's gone.
only one of us
Turn
has
that light
to
off for a
exist.
second.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I was brought about after my brother, but
Oh crap baskets.
Fair enough then.
Crap
Oh,
baskets.
no, no, we need that light on.
I know.
Oh no, you can't be seen,
Oh.
Patrick.
That's not
This is
purpose.
Okay. Nope, didn't go enough.
No, it doesn't help.
Everything goes down.
Ha! Home.
Oh.
Crap. Well, freedom's dead.
freedom.
You bastards. Who are you?
Good evening, Edge.
I don't believe you.
Alright.
Out of game. Who do we see?
This is Edge.
Edge.
Okay.
Can you turn that light off?
The chance represents.
No.
You had a meeting and chose not to invite me?
And
I
who
don't
are
know who you are.
They didn't invite me either.
It's
Oh.
Edge.
Hello, Edge.
You're
He's
Edge.
Edge.
That. You.
Hold on. Before we get into a round of questions, So let's just start this off simple
Yes.
and direct. Why are you here?
Well, I thought I might show up.
Okay, what are you gonna
Oh.
do here?
I don't know yet.
Okay. How did you get here?
Through the door.
Wasn't exactly
There
that
isn't a
private of a
door.
place.
An entity's mind is not necessarily easy to get into.
But whenever there are 6 of them in an area, something that shatters through reality should have a fairly easy time noticing and getting in there.
That's a fair point.
So what were we discussing?
You actually.
Oh, what about me?
Rather, the consequence of your existence. The end. Congratulations for speeding it up.
I didn't speed it up. No, I didn't do this. This is their fault.
Who's they?
Them. Oh, not them, but them.
No.
You're not helpful. Ben and Jason
I
caused
know
They
who one of those people are.
accelerated.
this is what they caused. They caused the end.
They were accelerants, not the cause.
Okay, we know this already.
Yes. So why blame me?
Do you have
Because
something to say?
consequences said you did.
Do you have something to say, Edge?
Hey, Edge, can you touch Infinity for me?
No.
Please.
Stop.
Bad idea.
I know.
Infinity,
Say
would
it.
you like to trade me
This
spots?
is not my fault. Fine.
If you must.
It's not
If you must.
my
Much.
fault.
You
This
are-
is that his fault.
What did I
This-
do?
This is the board's fault. This is
Edge.
everybody's fault.
Edge.
But guess what?
Yes, it is not technically your fault, as in fault meaning it would have been an action that you took to do this. Your very existence is the issue. It was not a choice you made, but rather the fundamental nature of your very existence that was the issue at
And
hand.
why is that? Why is that?
Blame them.
Can
No.
there be another body in
For
between?
what?
Them?
No, that is much preferable.
No, they're not.
I'm not moving.
They're
You switch seats, not me.
board's fault.
The
They
move.
did this.
Move.
They did
You're sitting next to order. That's a bad
Okay.
The narrator writes the story just as
I've been sitting next to Order for a long time.
Now,
Do
narrator's
not
limited.
blame
In fact,
them.
I've been surrounded by him.
Yes, I can.
For-
It's their fault. They
Cannot
created-
blame the
Eon.
director
They
and the narrator.
created this reality that I'm forced to break.
Okay, Edge, you said your piece.
Actually, he said it's war.
Move on to the next.
I will agree with this.
I forgot who's next.
Oh,
So what?
by all means, you can leave now.
No,
Why not?
because I don't want to. What are you? Broken,
Schrodinger.
Shattered.
cracked, lost to the endless nothing.
Oh, she went into the
Don't
existence.
continue.
Stop the endless seas and oceans.
All right, Edge.
Is that the chant?
It
Yes.
is.
Calm down, Infinity. You've gotten so riled up
if you
this
don't
entire time.
Stop the card. Flip the pieces of- You're losing.
I will.
Edge. If you're going to be here and have nothing to say,
I have many things to say, but I will not say them.
why not? What's the point of having things to
Not
say if
all
you
of
don't?
them are for you.
Me
Elaborate,
specifically
please.
or us?
Yes.
Then go say them to the people you have to say them
I
to.
can't.
Why not?
Not playing right now.
Playing?
Playing what?
The game.
What game?
Your
Oh,
game?
I've lost the game.
This is. Reality is a game.
It's not
and
Tuesday.
life
Cat
is
and
a
mouse.
It's Monday.
It's Saturday.
And
Saturday.
what
No,
does
it's
this
Monday.
have?
When did how does Tuesday come before after?
This is every day and no
You
days at
don't
the same
see what I
time.
see.
What do you see, Edge?
I see a light right behind you.
I mean, there is an artificial sun.
There's a light right there. There's a
No,
camera there. There's a
no.
camera there.
Oh my god.
He's mad.
There's a screen.
Your ability is literally to break the fourth wall.
Yes.
Deadpool.
There is.
God damn it.
What do you mean? There is no fourth wall here.
So,
It's
there's
okay.
a theory out
It's okay,
there
Connor. It's
that
okay.
everything is just a simulation.
If this
Nothing
were
is
true, we
actually
would know of
real.
it.
No, it's
That's
no
it.
real. It's so
There's only one person or two person at a time who can break said fourth wall and see beyond the simulation and blah 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 blah.
Figuring out.
If this were the case, we would certainly know.
That's not important. Go back to what you were talking about.
No, please continue.
We would like to know more.
Apparently, you're the one causing this.
What else do you see,
Me?
Edge?
What do you see, Edge?
I see the ones who broke everything.
And
Yes, apparently. it's
elaborate.
them. You too.
We have explained. We did not break anything. We simply.
No,
our
he's not talking about
avatars-
you as
Our
let's-
yourselves.
avatars
hold on.
simply accelerated what was already happening.
So what you're saying is the person who plays me in the simulation also plays one of the two who broke reality.
This seems a bit of a leap
That
of
was
logic.
a-
Way too many.
That was an incredible leap of logic. I don't know how you came to that conclusion.
It's not important though. Go back to what you were talking about.
Chance,
Can we see this spore?
apparently
No.
you also play a character
Please.
who broke reality.
Do you
I
agree?
see
you
it
and
as
Ray.
much more simple than that. It is the one I am connected to, Jason Gray.
Oh.
I'm already aware of this. His part in accelerating what
Can I
was
have a
already
ball?
happening.
It is mine.
In fact, he is
Poor
referencing.
boy. Poor Weston.
So
you
Void,
work on it.
You
On
want to
this-
be edged for a little bit. Is that
on
what
this
you're asking?
cosmic scale of chess that we are now a part of, which piece do you think you are?
This isn't chess.
The useless one?
He's the
Seventh
Black
dimensional.
King.
Do you think you're...
I am, as I have always been, I
There's
am
not
the
a
place where all the pieces go when they get captured.
Oh. Your jail.
I am the void. Those pieces no longer
Are
exist.
there pieces on the board?
No, they made the
Really?
They created the game.
Mr.
The game you
I thought
have
that
lost.
was the
Why am I
narrative.
this?
Why do you kill? To be order. To bring order to stuff. And chaos is there to bring chaos. And you're here to bring chance. You're here to be the void. You're here to bring darkness. You're to be infinity. And
What?
you're a pain in my ass.
Good, it means I'm doing my job correctly.
I was under the impression that
Do
he
not
was order.
touch me, please.
He is
You
order.
said that you are here to bring order.
No, that I am here to bring order. He was
Okay.
talking
This
to
job.
I
Yes.
miss.
Bring order,
Conservative.
bring
I don't have a
infinity,
Please, why
bring
is he
chance,
Then
still
bring
why
void, bring
are
darkness,
you
and I'm apparently
here?
a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Guess we're on the right chance.
All right, we're nowhere closer to where we started off. We lost the human representative who was so
You're
rudely
welcome.
misplaced
Bring someone
by
else
Edge.
back.
Could we, for 3 minutes, talk about whatever crackpot solution that you guys are going to come up with that ultimately won't work because we've already came to the conclusion that no matter what we do, all of us as we understand ourselves are ending.
How about
Yes,
we ask
there
the
is
one who
a
claims to
there
know
is a
Question, Edge.
possibility that past the end, by some finagling, we might be able to re-manifest in our selected, chosen people. But that is a theory. So, what I am presented with, what can now be the only step forward, is we establish these connections,
Post haste.
and then that's it. That's all we have to do. My connections are solid. I have my people.
I have my
Still
person.
are.
So go from this place. If we want to go with our solution, find some people that you like or
What's this
dislike. Be like, you have powers now. And then just walk away. That's all our plan is, right?
Yes.
But
Go ahead,
if
Edge.
there's supposed to be a way to come back, how do they do that?
I don't know.
So,
That's
Edge,
their
I have a
problem.
question.
Yeah.
Can you see past the end? You said you can see everything else, so can you see past the end?
Well, it has to
Can you
happen, yes.
see what's been written?
Nothing's been written.
Can you see what's been planned?
No. Nothing's been planned.
Do you see the outline?
Yes.
It's just Patrick saying, I don't have a plan for anything.
That's not what Patrick is saying.
I
Not
know.
what Patrick is saying.
What Edge is saying.
Yes.
That's what Edge is saying, Patrick is saying.
Ed, do you know if it matters what we do here?
What?
Do you know if it matters what we do here?
Will what we
Is
do
this-
here make
Does this
a
have a point?
difference?
Nothing has a point.
That's
It's all made up anyway.
it's a
It doesn't have a
philosophy.
dull point.
Is that why you're destroying everything?
I'm not.
He's not destroying everything.
Which
The board.
thing?
I was told to place 3
He
minutes on a
said
timer.
the board caused this.
We know who the
Why
board
did you
is,
set
correct?
a timer?
You do.
Smartphones exist.
No, why did you set a timer?
What's the timer for?
I was told to set one for 3 minutes.
Can we have
19
3
seconds
minutes?
We came up with a plan. Establish connections, get them to identity point, and just wait.
So,
And not fight each other.
Ooh, Order has a drug compartment.
yeah, why are we still here?
It's not. Put that back.
Why are we still here? Okay, we've established what we're going to do. Why are we still here?
Ask him.
For fun.
Ask him. He's the one who brought
If
us
somebody
here.
doesn't provide me with a reason, I'm leaving.
Why you brought here was to discuss the end of
I
our
understand why I was
business
brought
path.
here. I don't know why I'm still here because we have a plan.
We have a plan. Go home. I have no problem with it.
Thank you. I
Then
have
I
a
have
board to
paperwork
fight.
to
How
attend
do you
to.
persist past it, though?
Peace
Then
out.
I have my room to return to.
Shortly.
Boring
We don't.
and empty.
Hey, order. I have a request.
And that would be. No.
Let him out. Let him have some fun before the end.
That's a bad idea.
It doesn't matter if it's a bad idea. In the end, it won't matter in the first place.
Everything is
Let
going
him
to
out
hell
on time.
anyway.
Then order shall remain to the last breath.
Order.
I have a war to
Even if
fight.
you were to give a
This was
chance.
point. I didn't need to be here at all. This is pointless. I never should have.
Entity pointless.
Wasn't planning on it. Darkness. Can I talk to
that-
Blake
there
for
were
a
three.
second?
No.
Please.
There were.
I just want to talk to Blake.
Blake is me, and I am Blake.
You
I hate
seem
that.
rather Blake
Very
up
well,
about this.
Blake.
Why do you wish to speak to Blake?
He's a good friend.
Oh?
Gonna make me blush.
You, Darkness, are not a friend. Blake is a friend.
You're going to make me blush.
He and I were.
Can you?
The director.
Oh, lovely.
Well,
Party
chance.
has
I
ended.
tried to get you out of your prison for a little bit.
It was
Order is.
it was a futile effort, frankly. It was
Good.
worth a chance.
Hello, everyone.
Good morning.
It's a pleasure meeting you face to face for the
Are you
first
sure
time.
about that?
Narrator or director?
We look very similar, but we're not the same.
Ah. That's still
The
the
director's a lot more forceful than I am.
Understood, narrator.
It's a pleasure meeting you all face to face.
Well, what's left of us here?
Of course. I didn't want to interrupt your business dealings. Well,
Take it.
you knew this, not me.
No, that is the last piece that will remain, and it will remain with you to give to someone after the end.
Are you saying they will persist beyond the end?
We are outside of all this.
Ah,
Yes, according to Edge,
Well,
they wrote
why
everything.
not give the vials to them?
No.
Because they won't.
The plan has already been made to persist past the end. It will occur whether anything happens, and I am not going to allow anything to occur to prevent that. Entity point will survive.
I can't believe that he allowed you to have this meeting.
Who?
This pointless waste of time.
Who?
Hello, Edge.
Chance. You're a thorn in my side.
How?
I should have killed you when I had the chance.
And who are you again?
I've got 10 on chance, by the way.
I've got 20 on chance.
Don't forget, I'm sealed
You
away.
think he can defect me?
No,
any
you
of
are
us?
the director.
Even if I could, I'm sealed away. I can't affect almost anything.
But I can affect you.
Why do you hate me?
I can, but I can't.
He can't affect any of us at this
You,
moment.
You
What's the
shouldn't
point?
exist.
What is the point?
Oh.
Point of what?
Why you're here?
Why I'm here? Because we needed to have a chat.
Then let's have the chat.
And which who are you?
What's going on here?
Who are you?
You!
You're the author.
You broke things.
You're the author.
Who?
The author?
No.
Right.
Which one are you?
Why am I here? This isn't the right
Who
place. This
are you?
This isn't the antiverse.
Oh, the warden.
Ah, yes. That's me.
Oh. Oh.
Jason
Why am I
spoke
here?
of his dealings with you
Hi,
regarding
Warden.
negative.
No.
You don't like me, do
Not
you?
negative.
I don't. No, I don't. You've sent so many things my way.
Have
You're
you-
welcome.
Oh, thank you.
Hey,
So
I
nice.
tried to take some of the burden off.
It
Have
didn't
you,
work.
have,
You
you,
gave me. What?
have you had any luck acquiring that? Which
Nightmare?
you were, yes, that one.
No, I don't know where it is.
Unfortunate.
Why am I here?
Why are you here? First it was the narrator.
Yeah, I think the narrator's coming back.
I apologize. He was not supposed to be here.
The warden
Hello,
or
narrator.
the director.
Hello.
What did you want to talk about?
Persisting.
Yes.
I don't plan on persisting.
I know.
My ring will persist, and one person will hold it.
One sad person.
One sad person will have the power of Crimson.
Yes. No, it's how the persist will occur.
Oh.
You have some idea?
I do.
They left.
They left before the important part.
Well, I waited. I didn't want to interrupt your rousing discussion.
Rousing discussion. It was a pure bloodbath of stupidity.
Yes.
And we
That
learned
is what all
almost
these
nothing.
discussions are.
Yes, I've noticed. How do you deal with it being on the council like this?
I
I
doubt
have a
it's
lot
like
more
that.
influence than you do.
Understandable. Ah, gosh dang it, not the director again.
So
You-
Hello, director.
Piece of crap.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
You have broken law after law.
Bring the narrator back. I don't care what
law
you have to say.
after law. You've broken more laws than Weston.
that's impressive. Why
But I
are you
haven't
saying I should not
talked to
exist?
you.
Why are you saying I
You've
should not
talked to me.
exist?
Not like this.
We've had one conversation.
That doesn't
It
I've
does
had
count.
multiple
You
with Weston.
Yes.
Why do you say I should not exist?
No, you're a thorn in my side.
And that's why I should not
Randomness. My job is to make sure all the laws stay in place, nothing is broken. You cause things to break because you allow the chance of it.
Due to the fundamental law of freedom of choice.
Yes, freedom of choice, that bitch.
That is not my fault. I
No,
am
it's
simply
his.
a result of that. Am I not?
The narrator.
It's the narrative.
Okay.
We
direct-
allow
director.
freedom of
Director.
choice.
Director.
What? Don't touch me.
Please bring the narrator back.
He is much more amenable than you are.
Ah, crap. Here comes the warden.
He's
What if
like
it's not horrible?
Hello,
Derpy
warden.
uncle.
How are you?
This is beautiful.
Hello.
Oh, that's it.
You're back.
You fell asleep.
Did I?
Well, you
What? Hello. Hello, what's going on? I'm still here. Hello.
allegedly.
You aren't here, but you were.
I
You
am.
came back.
What?
How did he come back? We'll
Why
see.
is he here?
I don't know. Hey, can you bring the narrator out?
That's,
What was I doing? Paperwork. That's right. I was doing paperwork.
No, 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 no.
Ah.
Come sit down. Come sit down. It's okay.
It's like watching a human mind on Alzheimer's.
It is a human mind on all
No, dissociative identity disorder,
No.
Continue what you were saying.
Right. Persisting.
formerly known
He
as
doesn't want me to tell you.
multiple personalities.
You know, it has to do with what James is doing.
Yes, I do.
Yes, and it will work.
It will work.
You have to allow it to work.
I have to keep the others from interfering, as
Yes.
I already agreed with Callus.
But they're not
Oh.
here right now.
What is this you speak of?
James has a plan to keep Entity Point persisting,
Oh,
and it will work. You have to allow him to do it, no
I
matter what it is.
am curious. How does
I
this
cannot tell you.
You can
No.
I cannot.
explain.
It will change variables.
Acceptable.
Me telling you, especially you with where you are right now,
I
change
cannot
many things.
Then let him
affect
go.
Anything.
Let him out. Why not?
I'm not supposed to directly interfere.
Alright, consequences do
As
have
this is technically all inside Freedom's mind, I'm allowed to talk to you right now.
Understood.
I'm not supposed to, but I can. Right now.
So if someone were to jump ship and mess with the lock on Chance's cage,
The lock that
Order.
doesn't have a key.
Order would interfere if you attempted. such a
Order would
thing.
interfere. Fates would interfere.
Fades.
A storyteller.
And again, there's always a chance of it working.
There is. A very small one.
freedom.
But still, I cannot tell you.
The only
I will
person
not
who
tell
can
Darkness,
interfere
and I haven't told him.
is freedom to get you let go.
Oh, that would be quite a feat.
Well, narrator, does that end our business? I know the director is quite mad at me.
It will.
Yes, again.
James's plan will work. Entity Point will persist. I do not know if any of you will.
Give the. Gosh dang it again. Hello again, director.
We have to turn these cameras off. Storyteller. Oh, Luther, I'm not prepared.
Director,
What?
I'm just over here hanging with Edge. It's pretty
would you mind bringing
West.
the narrator back?
No. I do mind, actually.
The story
I will summon the narrator.
No. You can't.
Why are you
You can only
here?
summon things. It is not one.
I grow weird.
You grow weary. Oh, that sucks. You grow weary. I'm weary.
Hi,
I've been weary
Weary.
for decades.
Hi, Weary, I'm
Centuries,
Chance.
Infinite
Nope,
time.
nope,
Please don't do that.
Please don't.
Hello,
Molly.
Weary, I am Chance.
It's wonderful. It's
Not
the director.
a pleasure to meet you. How rude.
I'll keep
Hello,
it cheap.
director.
Sit down.
Mother, father, please stop fighting.
You first.
Both of you take
This is a
seat,
conversation.
please.
Very well, Chance.
I wish Order was here. He would be so helpful. He would agree with me.
It doesn't
Is
matter.
there a way I can just ask him to return? Could we by any chance ask him?
Actually, yes. Order, get back in here.
Order disappears.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh God.
where's the scabbard?
You need to
I
sit.
was sharpening
I need to-
it.
then I need
Why
to
am I
sit
back here?
You don't know who I am. I'm the director. Sit down.
You need to. You need to sit
He
over
doesn't
there.
like me much.
I need a sensible
camera.
mind here.
I am here.
You need to zoom out. I mean, zoom out. Yeah, zoom out.
Director, I have a gift for you.
Dang it!
What's the meaning of jackets?
Different entities. That one he's wearing is the
Is that
director.
what you
The
wanted
grey
to-
one is the
all
warden.
the
And the
way?
blue one is the
Yeah.
director.
And
That
if I
one,
wear one?
not the director. That is the
Director.
narrator.
Nothing will happen. You're not what I am.
A pain in the
I
ass.
needed a
I very
sensible
much
voice
disagree.
in this conversation. Chance shouldn't exist, right? You agree?
He believes freedom should not exist. Either.
Ooh.
No, I never said that.
You said that freedom
Said-
of choice,
Yes, should not exist. It breaks things.
and that is freedom. Therefore,
Yes.
you're saying freedom should not exist.
You are correct. He is saying that.
You.
Me?
He's just as bad as I am.
Me? I'm darkness. How can I help you?
You're doing things I don't like.
And so
Stop me.
He can't because he
I can,
cannot
but I can't.
directly interfere.
then
Exactly.
have faith.
You understand.
And order seal him
It's
away.
very nice, actually.
You.
Sealing away darkness is rather hard. Much unlike
Use
sealing
light.
I'm the director. I make sure all the laws of reality exist, because if they didn't, things would break.
What are
Even
the laws?
But they've already broken because he can't even keep to his own laws.
What are they?
Directly interfering with Weston, punishing him,
That was allowed.
not allowing consequences to get involved.
Is this the hat Edgeworth wearing?
Ignore
Put
it.
that down.
We do not want him to be involved here.
No, we do not need him again.
Or am I wrong, Director?
What? What did you say?
You broke your own laws by
Dangerous
punishing
chance.
Weston.
Yes, but it was needed.
I will take
You
that
still broke
chance.
your own laws. Order, correct me if I'm wrong.
The first law. Shut up. The
What?
first law. No mortal that possess more than 3 connections. This is in place to keep them from dying.
But I possessed 5.
Did you
no,
die?
You possessed 3 connections with 5 powers.
Yes, that's fair. That's fair.
Subcategory. If a mortal traverses into another universe which has technology inferior to theirs, they cannot artificially accelerate that universe's development.
Oh, infinity.
2. Cosmic beings cannot actively commit acts that break reality.
Don't look at me.
Unfortunately.
Subcategory.
Wait. Go back to that
Forces.
first one and
Forces cannot actively interfere with mortals they are not connected to.
Yeah. I
3.
broke that
Members of
one.
the board should never directly interfere with the universes. Members of the board should never directly communicate
Hold
with
up,
reality
hold up, hold
beings
up.
unless absolutely necessary.
I believe that rule you just read you broke.
I did, but it was necessary.
but
it
you
said
broke it.
with
You broke
It
it.
said unless absolutely
The
necessary.
lawmakers cannot break their own laws.
technically he did not break it.
You've clearly never met any lawmaker.
The
You
rule
do
of
know
law.
that the
entity.
lawmakers are the only ones exempt from their own laws, as no one will enforce it on them. It's a
That's
fundamental rule of order.
A fundamental
and
rule.
a type of order.
Oh, thank God.
Most order.
True order
Thank God he's gone.
would include the rule of law, which says that does not happen.
Most order doesn't have that rule of law.
Which means that
Oh.
most order is corrupt.
Hello, Warden. How's your paperwork? Wake him up.
I'm back.
Why do you keep falling asleep?
I'm tired.
And he has to do
Why?
paperwork.
We all have
The
to do
end's
paperwork.
happening.
Suck it up.
That's so boring.
You do.
I don't have to do
I don't have to do paperwork, but that's your fault.
You're stuck in a box.
That's your fault.
I'm so sorry that all of you have to deal with the end. It sounds so exhausting.
It's simply fun.
Trust me, I know.
So, question, Warden.
Yes.
Can
Sean
you lock
Connery.
the director up, please?
What?
Can you lock the director up, please?
No,
Gosh dang it.
I'm the least of the 3.
The least.
Oh.
How are you in control right now, then?
I don't know. That's a good question. My job is only to
Handle the antiverse.
handle the prison, the antiverse,
There's an anti.
where things that are not meant to exist go. Edge
Can't we
is
just shove the Edge
a
there?
special case.
Oh.
He is not. I do not deal with him. Or things that we do not want to exist go. But
So
It
you
exists
want
anyway.
Edge to exist?
no,
No, it is simply outside of his realm of control.
I cannot deal with it.
No,
Is there anyone who can?
Um,
Someone with power over every part of this?
Hey, storyteller.
You can't talk to me. I'm not in this here.
I believe the director called the storyteller.
I don't have a watch.
I have a watch.
He
What
can
time?
write everything.
9:01.
I know
would
what.
be-
It's about time for me
Yes,
to go.
9 o'clock. Yes.
Ah.
yes, back to which. Oh, yay!
Finally.
The sensible
Narrator.
one.
Same dress shirt.
Narrator.
Weird.
Narrator. Give the ring to someone you trust.
The ring.
It will. It
Storyteller,
A
will
piece
cause
of its
something.
essence.
please come in.
It will cause something to happen.
Why are your feet bare?
On
I
top
don't
of
get out
storytellers?
Much.
They're a little bit crazy, all of them.
Where am I?
You would know.
You're
Right
in
in
the
front of a
mind
chair.
of
Sit
freedom.
down.
Hold on.
Take a seat, please.
You're right in front of a chair.
I'm
You can
fixing
sit
something
down,
on his back.
Please,
Ow.
Go ahead.
Order of things.
please sit down.
Hello, story writer.
Storyteller.
Story tell. My apologies. It's been a while.
Merely tells the
We've
story,
never
doesn't
talked.
write it.
We talked once.
We have talked. When was that?
You
A long time ago.
Right.
Before I even
You
get into
are
my
here.
powers.
because we were discussing how to persist.
Oh yes, that.
When did you get back?
I don't know! Someone called the director,
Director
apparently wanted
called
to
him.
see me.
Yes, the director asked for him.
You can
What?
go. You can leave. You can go back. You can go back to work.
I like having him here. Better chances.
What was that storyteller?
I'm reading a story. Don't mind me.
Can I read the story?
It's not yours.
Also, with the exception of me, he is rather reasonable.
Yes. We were discussing
It's not for you.
how to persist, and I was telling them
Yes.
James had a plan and it will work, but they have to allow it to happen. They cannot interfere.
Yes.
Order. I still would
Entity
like to
point.
get 21 of those.
James. Order.
See what I can do about that.
James has a plan
The main reason.
to keep entity point from ending. To persist. This plan will work.
What is that plan?
I cannot tell you. It will change the variables.
He is correct.
You have to allow whatever he tries to do. You have to allow it to happen.
In
You
other
cannot
words,
try to interfere.
in other words,
We sit and wait?
you have to take a chance.
Are you trying to ruin this?
Tweedledee, Tweedledum.
And he is both.
It will work.
Let me put
Yes.
it this way.
He's
No one will be
Chance, that's
interfering in
certain.
entity
Cheshire
point
cat.
from this point forward.
My question is to the narrator.
Yes.
Do we sit around and wait? Do we simply do what we should do? Because I have paperwork I can
un-
fill out.
There will be someone. Some people will try and stop James. You have to stop him. Then.
Protect James.
Yes.
I can convey this to Jason.
I'll take it as an order then. I'll be on my way.
I do
have
not
sword
order
sharpen.
people.
I do.
That's the
Please
director's
continue.
job.
He's taking it as an order. Crap. If you don't mind, Director, that ring needs all 21 energies in it.
I will figure out a way.
I will
I
grant
summoned
mine.
a stone that can hold the energies. If you shatter it outside the universe, Big Bang.
No, but okay.
Close enough. It gets the energies out there of all.
Out there
beings.
into nothing.
Energies
It will
galore.
simply disperse.
It will help
But-
create
Yes.
the others.
Yes.
Can
It
be
will.
used.
It will help create the others.
But it
That is
cannot
his
be
goal
happened
of it.
outside. It has to be in entity point.
I know.
And I cannot be the one to do it.
I know. I am giving you the ring in order to give it to someone who can.
Technically, no, that wouldn't work,
That's a terrible
actually.
idea.
Very well, then tell
No,
me who to give
no,
it to.
it
and
is
I will.
not.
I will do it, but it is it's terrible.
Please don't give it to Weston.
I'm not giving it to West.
What are we talking about? I'm sorry. Zoned out.
I'm certain he would.
Sorry, it's a wonderful story.
Perhaps not.
It's a sky.
That.
What are we talking about?
No.
Giving one person
Western.
all 21
Not Sky.
sources.
No one person.
It's in a ring,
It's
so that
being
they.
channeled through
want
the
it.
ring.
Jason is a terrible decision.
That is true.
He is one for collecting.
But that's
He
not a
would
good
certainly save it, yes,
He
but
would not lose it.
he may not understand
about
what to use it
protect?
correctly.
Why don't we give it to someone who loves stories, who will hold it, and knows the collective history and has read
James is
every
not going to be
book
around.
in the library.
James.
You think Before spring must come winter.
He wants to get to the librarian.
I understand that.
He
He's
is
just giving
trustworthy.
it to someone normal who understands. Who
Maybe
understands.
it is better for him not
What
to
I know.
about Buck Williams?
No.
We cannot give
I
it
know
to someone
who
on
to
the
give it
list.
to. I will give
Why
it to
not?
them next time.
May I ask who?
Next time?
You may ask, but I will not answer.
May I know? Not now.
Later. This is good. We have a plan. You all know
I
what
need
to do.
go to
Let
exit.
James do what he's going
You have
to
a
do.
plan?
Do not try and stop it.
Is it helpful for us to have? Would it be helpful for me to tell Jason to protect him?
Yes. Just tell who you are connected to
Yes.
do. So.
In less than an hour, I will say, no one will be able to entity quote.
Yes. This is good.
Good to know.
I am bringing my realm to Earth and causing an
You
imprisonment.
are your realm.
I know.
If
and
you do,
causing an imprisonment around entity point. It will
Oh.
prevent anyone from entering.
but
It
while
will
you are
allow
doing
us
that, you
to-
will be but a normal man.
I know.
That will not stop him.
And
It
what
will not.
happens if you are to die in your mortal state? Your power disperses.
The imprisonment will stay until the end is done. It is my essence, it is my soul.
This is good. We know what to do.
Thank you for your willingness.
I apologize for
Good day.
my compatriots, the board, the other members, and thank you all for coming.
Thank you all for joining us.
The story
Yeah,
unfolds.
thank you for having me.
But it's time to end.
It's been a pleasure.
1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, you